In 2026, Tesla seems to have decided to turn the tables once and for all. And, curiously, it wasn't with a super launch full of drones, nor with one of those Elon Musk presentations surrounded by screens and promises. The real announcement is happening behind the scenes, where few people look, inside the factory. While the public is distracted by sketches, teasers, or the expectation of the $15,000 Model 2, those who actually observe the movements on the factory floor have already understood the game. Tesla isn't just developing a new car, it's rewriting the rules of mass production. And those who pay attention to this new manufacturing model can already see the future price displayed on the dealership window. Many people still believe that a car's price is decided at the very end. When the prototype is ready, the suppliers are aligned, and the marketing works its magic. But with the Model 2, things are different. The price tag has already begun to take shape from the moment the production line architecture was defined. It's as if the price is embedded in every robot, every cast part, every shortcut that engineering managed to create. It's no exaggeration to say that this time, the secret lies in the process, not the product. And this process, to the surprise of many, is being designed to reach a specific audience: older people. It may seem unusual, but the senior citizen market is on Tesla's radar like never before. And not just for inclusion or market niche reasons, but because these are precisely the people who most feel the burden of expensive maintenance, high fuel consumption, and the bureaucracy of parts that constantly break down. For those who depend on a pension or have a tight budget, every reel counts. And that's where the lean architecture of the Model 2 connects with a silent demand, that of a reliable, affordable, and low-maintenance electric car that fits the reality of those who don't want surprises. The curious thing is that these changes aren't being shouted from billboards. The revolution comes from within, from the choice of materials, the elimination of steps, and, above all, the reinvention of what it means to assemble a car. What once required dozens of hours and hundreds of workers can now be done in a much simpler workflow. And the leaner this process is, the more room there is to reduce costs without sacrificing quality. For many analysts, this represents Tesla's boldest move to date, transforming the factory, not the car, into its main competitive advantage. Anyone observing the images of the Texas Gigafactory will notice something subtle but crucial: an obsession with efficiency. It's no coincidence that the Model 2 is being called, behind the scenes, the factory floor car. This is because it wasn't designed to shine in concept or appear futuristic. It was designed to be viable, replicable, and scalable. And that's precisely what could break the psychological barrier of $25,000, something that seemed unattainable until recently. In fact, if anyone still doubts that Tesla intends to lower that price, just look at the modular architecture that's being implemented. Another interesting detail is that, by focusing on the factory as the protagonist, Tesla also avoids a common trap, promising the impossible and failing to deliver. Instead, it is building something that, in practice, already works. There is no room for magic, only for applied engineering. Each reprogrammed robot, each eliminated step, and each more intelligently cast part represents dollars saved. And this translates directly into a lower final price, which, for the average consumer, may seem like a miracle, but is actually just the result of aggressive industrial planning. The comparison between the assembly time of a traditional car and what Tesla is planning for the Model 2 is almost absurd. While conventional compact models like the Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic take between 30 and 40 hours to be ready, Tesla is aiming for something between 7 and 8 hours per unit. It may seem impossible at first glance, but this is far from a bold guess. This goal is being based on technical decisions that, individually, seem small, but together create a machine of efficiency. And when you multiply this difference by hundreds of thousands of units, the financial impact becomes an avalanche. One of the secrets lies in a technique that seems like magic, but is pure engineering: structural casting. Instead of welding dozens of small pieces to assemble the front or rear of the car, Tesla is fusing these parts into a single block of aluminum. It's like exchanging a jigsaw puzzle for a single molded piece. Fewer parts, fewer steps, less margin for error, and less downtime on the line. And of course, fewer workers allocated to repetitive manual tasks, which reduces costs related to salaries, training, shift work, and quality control. But it's not just about saving time. This choice also has a direct impact on durability. Cast blocks are more resistant, suffer less from vibrations, and require less maintenance over the years. This directly caters to the profile of those Tesla seems to want to attract. People who aren't interested in opening the hood every week. People who want to buy the car and simply use it, without surprises, without headaches. And in the context of 2026, with an aging population more attentive to long-term costs, this isn't just a technical detail, it's a market strategy. Another interesting point is how this reduction in assembly time also translates to less need for physical space. If a car can be assembled in 7 hours instead of 35, the factory can produce more cars using the same structure. This means that, without needing to build new plants or invest billions in expansion, Tesla can increase its production on a large scale, meeting the growing demand for cheaper vehicles without losing efficiency. And when it comes to scaling up a car priced below $30,000, this is absolutely essential. Tesla seems to have learned from every mistake made on the Model 3 and Model Y production lines. The famous bottlenecks, the delays, the broken promises, all of that became a lesson for this new project. Now, testing is done in the silence of the foundries, with robot adjustments, in the perfect sequence of meticulously timed steps. Every second saved on the line translates into savings for the consumer. And when it comes to reducing production costs, it's not just about cutting, but about doing better, with less. Of course, there are skeptics. There always will be. They say it's impossible to make a truly good car in such a short time. But the truth is that Tesla has already proven with the Model Y that it's possible to use casting and break efficiency records. Now it wants to go further. The Model 2 isn't just a cheaper version, it's a new school of industrial thinking, one that doesn't depend on an army of workers or a mountain of different parts. It's a car designed like a smartphone, modular, straightforward, lean. It's impossible to talk about this revolution without delving into the car's physical structure. And when we talk about structure, the magic word of the moment is simplification. The Model 2 is being designed to have fewer parts than any other Tesla car to date. And that's not an exaggeration. It's estimated that the automaker could eliminate up to 300 components in the structural part of the body alone. Just imagine 300 fewer parts to manufacture, transport, store, inspect, assemble, bolt, and test. Now multiply that by millions of units. We're talking about billions of dollars saved on a global scale. This reduction isn't just about numbers. Every part removed is one less point of failure. A screw that doesn't come loose, a cable that doesn't rust, a joint that doesn't vibrate over time. And when you think about a car designed to last 10-15 years with low maintenance costs, as many senior buyers desire, this becomes a decisive factor. It means less noise, less wear and tear, less headaches, and more peace of mind for those who want a car that functions like a reliable appliance. It starts, runs, and doesn't bother you. Tesla had already begun this process with the Model Y, using 2 large cast pieces instead of dozens of welds. But now, with the Model 2, the company is going even further. Rumors suggest that the entire car's structure could be composed of just 3 large modules. It's like assembling a car as if it were a giant Lego set, only with surgical precision and otherworldly industrial efficiency. And if this promise is fulfilled, the competition will have serious problems keeping up. Another technical detail that few people realize, but which is crucial, is the issue of repairability. Cars with simpler structures are easier and cheaper to repair. This is especially true for minor everyday collisions, which nowadays can cost a fortune because they involve dozens of interconnected parts. With a structure composed of large modules, replacements become faster and less expensive. For those living on a tight budget, like many retirees, this makes all the difference. Fewer parts also mean fewer suppliers, and that's gold for any manufacturer. Fewer contracts, less bureaucracy, less risk of logistical delays, less chance of being held hostage by a specific part coming from China or Slovakia. In a post-pandemic world, where supply chain disruptions have cost the automotive industry billions, Tesla's strategy shows how much it has learned in recent years. It doesn't just want to produce quickly, it wants to produce with total control. The most impressive aspect, however, is how this simplification isn't sacrificing quality. On the contrary, by reducing the number of parts and junction points, the car's structure becomes more rigid, safer, and even quieter. Vibrations are absorbed better, noise disappears, and cabin comfort increases. It's one of those situations where less truly becomes more. More stability, more comfort, and more durability, all thanks to fewer components. While the car's structure is being shaped with fewer and fewer parts, something even more profound is happening within the assembly line itself. Tesla is breaking with the classic mass production model, that old style where the car moves from station to station, as if on a 1970s factory conveyor belt. Instead, a system that resembles a coordinated dance more than a straight line is being implemented. Parallel assembly, a concept that, at first glance, seems simple, but changes everything when taken to the extreme. In this new model, the car's major modules, such as the front and rear suspension, the battery pack, and the interior, are built simultaneously in different parts of the factory by independent teams and robots. Then everything comes together in an almost choreographed moment. This not only speeds up the process, but also avoids bottlenecks. If one part of the process experiences a slight delay, the others continue to move forward. It's as if several mini-factories operate in sync, each focused on a vital part of the car. And this parallel assembly isn't just about saving time. It allows Tesla something even more valuable: scaling production without having to multiply the number of employees or the size of the factory proportionally. This means that, instead of opening new plants or hiring thousands of workers to meet targets, the company can use process intelligence to produce more with less. And this industrial math ultimately benefits those on the other side, the consumer who wants an affordable car without sacrificing quality. This new format also represents a victory over unpredictability. In traditional lines, if a single station malfunctions, the entire assembly line stops. With parallel assembly, there is more flexibility, more control points, and more room for quick corrections. In times when logistical disruptions or parts shortages still threaten factories worldwide, this adaptability is a huge strategic advantage. And all of this, once again, directly impacts the final price of the car. Now, imagine this logic applied to hundreds of thousands of units per year. Every second saved, every robot adjusted, every assembly built autonomously represents a saving that adds up. In the end, it's not just a car that's faster to assemble. It's a car with a more predictable, more controllable cost, and therefore, it can be offered at a price that competitors cannot reach without sacrificing profit margin. Another fascinating detail is that this strategy paves the way for future customizations without major headaches. Since the modules are assembled separately, swapping an internal panel, installing a higher capacity battery, or even adapting specific versions for different audiences, such as seniors, for example, becomes much more feasible. It's a flexibility reminiscent of the smartphone industry, where the same base gives rise to various models. Tesla is trying to do the same with cars. With all these pieces fitting together, literally and strategically, an inevitable question arises. How much will it all cost in the end? This is where eyes light up and spreadsheets tremble, because the signals coming from the factory suggest something bold. A realistic price between $25,000 and $30,000 for the Model 2. It may seem impossible at first glance, but when you look at it item by item, you can see how this range is perfectly feasible. And more than that, it could put the Tesla car head-to-head with much simpler combustion engine models. Starting with the heart of any electric vehicle, the battery. It appears the Model 2 will use a 40-50 kWh battery pack, significantly smaller than the 75 kWh of a Model Y, for example. This isn't a limitation. It's a strategy. With optimized consumption and a focus on urban use, this size is more than sufficient. And when you calculate the cost based on the current market value of around $100 per kilo, the result is a battery costing around $4,500, a huge reduction compared to larger models. Next comes the car body, or, as it's called in the industry, the body in white. This is where the intensive use of aluminum castings comes into play, eliminating hundreds of smaller parts, reducing the need for welding, and minimizing waste. This process not only cuts material, but also eliminates dozens of assembly steps. The result? A much lower production cost, both in raw materials and labor hours. Not to mention that large-scale castings are easier to standardize, improving the efficiency of the entire chain. Speaking of time, it's impossible to ignore the impact of the labor hours saved. While a traditional car takes more than 30 hours to assemble, the Model 2 can be ready in less than 10. Considering a labor cost of around $60 per hour in the US, this difference represents a saving of more than $1,000 per vehicle in human labor alone. And as this process becomes increasingly automated, this cost is likely to fall even further over time. Now, when you put it all together, cheaper battery, simplified structure, less labor, leaner logistics chain, the scenario starts to make a lot of sense. Tesla is basically sculpting the Model 2's price based on extremely well-calculated industrial choices. And if they manage to launch this car for around $27,500, for example, federal incentives in the US could reduce that value to as low as $20,000 in some regions. And then, my friend, the competition will be sweating bullets. The most impressive detail is that, in this price range, the Model 2 isn't just competing with other electric vehicles. It's starting to threaten combustion engine models, even used ones. And for those looking for an economical, reliable car with low maintenance, this could be a game changer. A brand new vehicle with a warranty, zero gasoline, and costing the same as a used sedan with over 100,000 miles on the clock. It's an almost unfair comparison. But the game doesn't end with the price tag. For the senior audience, which, in 2026, represents an increasingly significant share of the market, what really matters is not just how much it costs to buy, but how much it will cost to live with the car over the years. And that's exactly where the Model 2 seems to have its strongest card up its sleeve. The real impact is on the total cost of ownership. That value that adds up discreetly, month by month,